you guys, little, we just did an interview, but one thing I failed to talk about that I want her to touch up upon is touch up on is she does therapy. Like she goes to therapy. I think that that therapy is something that's very important for a lot of people, but a lot of people dodge it because there's a stigma of it. But when you think about her willingness to open up about things, communicate about things, and eventually grow and go further in life, um, would you say that therapy plays a huge role in that?
Yes, 100%. First of all, you're speaking. A therapist is not just. Their therapists don't just become therapists overnight. You're talking about extensive studying the way the human mind works, the way your body works, the way our emotions work, the whole psychological aspect of being a human, of existing in a world, and it takes years of learning something to that extent to be able to understand another human and their problems and their upbringing and whatnot, and be able to help them navigate how to overcome whatever brought them into therapy in the first place. And I've done a lot of research myself. I've only taken one psychology class, and I thank TikTok for teaching me a lot about psychology, and YouTube videos and podcasts and things like that, and just advice from other therapists. I feel like I know everything, but there's no way that I know as much as my therapist does. So I'm sitting there and I'm explaining things to her, and I feel like I got it all figured out. I feel like I know what I got to do to overcome this. But after every session that I have, she blows my mind in the way that she gets me to reflect on what I'm feeling or what I'm saying, and she's able to put my experience in a structured form where it's easy to understand what I'm going through. And as a result of that, it's easy to overcome what I'm going through because I can now label it. I can now take the 1, 2, 3 steps to get over that hump of whatever it is that I'm going through. And we're always going through stuff. It could be as easy as or as simple as, oh, I got upset at my child the other day. And then she's able to put it all like on a paper, make it all very clear. Okay, Jessica, you did this because of this. Now we have to do this. Now this is going to be a result of that, or this is going to be a result of that if you don't decide to, make this decision. So it's a really good guidance. It's a really good teacher to help me even in just my day-to-day life. And I think either weekly or bi-weekly sessions are necessary. And I'm coming from a place of already getting through all the hard things, understanding that everybody has their own experience, everybody does things for a reason, and having empathy towards somebody else and not taking what they do to me personally because they have their own, lived experience that has nothing to do with me. And when you think about things like that, it really helps you overcome taking things personal from other people that have hurt you. And that's a
That's
big takeaway that I've gotten from going to therapy.
Yeah, that's real, and I appreciate you sharing that. The year's 2026, and people gotta stop worrying about what other people think. Like don't think that you're crazy, or that you're weird or anything, or you like Cuba Gooding Jr. on radio or anything because you go to therapy. Um, if somebody don't worry about nobody judging, nobody's going to judge you for going to therapy. And if somebody does, that person that's judging needs therapy.
That's their problem.
Yeah, they got problems that they need therapy because like just like if you hurt your bones or hurt your body, and you got to get a doctor to get like get better. When you go through things mentally, you gotta seek guidance, and like you gotta get better there. And if you ignore that, you just gonna keep living your life not understanding what's going on, and the next thing you know you're gonna be like 50, 60, 70, just confused. Yeah, and communicating with her, I see like a difference between like people that don't go to therapy, like they hold certain things in, they don't communicate things, and they have like horrible relationships that they could have changed with their baby dad and whatnot. But I personally think that therapy is very effective, and I could like see it and hear it through like communication with her. But yeah, I forgot that part on the interview, but I appreciate you sharing it. Brave of you.
Remember, these are trained professionals
Yes,
to
exactly.
help you be a better you.
Yep. Yep. So you guys go to therapy. Go to therapy. If you don't get an evaluation, whatever's going on, go to therapy, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think far too many people are not attending therapy, man. And as someone who interviewed a lot of people, like I think a lot of people need therapy. Even maybe I should go see a therapist. Like it's maybe something that I'm not aware of that I probably should. So I'm probably going to go to therapy too, man. Yeah.
Good. Good for you.
So do four things: like, comment, and subscribe, and also go to therapy. Peace